I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about our product itself and how it's made. This particular product here is called the base. The base unit holds the tee in place and allows you to adjust it into multiple settings. We made this frame out of solid aluminum tubing. As you can see, it's solid, as well as a very heavy gauge aluminum track. Aluminum doesn't rust. We expect this piece to last a long time. This is the car. This car can be used to put different size units on. It's very easy to replace, but let me show you how we made it. This is injection molded. Even the bolts we use are stainless steel, which will guard against rust. They're very strong, very tough bolts. We expect this car to last a long time. Let's talk about the adjustable. Again, this is a pretty heavy gauge aluminum. As you can see, it's not a thin aluminum. It's pretty thick gauge. These are all hand cut right here in Minnesota at a machine shop. These are all handmade products, people. We wanted to deliver a solid product, something that's going to last a long time, something that's going to bring you value for your money. When we look at the top, this is a high impact nylon plastic. So far, we have not broken one. But should one break, we do sell this piece individually, so you won't have to reorder the whole thing. You could just buy a simple nylon top. The cone itself, I decided to go a little heavier on the cone, and this has a weave inside the cone, which gives it a lot more durability and is expected to outlast just the common regular cone that you find on most tee products, but also at a price you can afford. This is the track, and please stay tuned for the last part of this video because we have a little surprise in there for you. But we believe that this track is almost indestructible. And I say almost because I know some of you people out there can get pretty crazy. But this particular piece is injection molded. If you know anything about injection molding, you probably know how huge the mold is to be able to make a piece like this. But again, we didn't want to spare any expense. We wanted to make sure we built you a tough, quality product that's going to last a long time. You would have to heat this particular plastic up to over 500 degrees to get it to warp. So this can sit out in the desert sun. It's not going to warp. It's going to keep giving you a smooth ride on an inside-outside pitch for your car. This piece is going to last a long time. Over here, we got the L-arms. These L-arms, they came to me when I was working with my son out in the park, and I was constantly picking up the tee. It gets a little frustrating if you're hitting multi-balls. We used to hit 25 to 50 balls per session before we'd shag and then come back and hit another 50. So it was a constant bending over and picking up a tee. I decided there had to be a better way. So what I did are these act like counterweights, and they're made out of steel, and then we powder coat them so that they don't rust. We expect these to last a long time. You're getting a quality, solid product, handmade here in Minnesota. As you hit the tee, the L-arms come up and they usually make the tee fall right back into place so you can keep hitting. Another thing we did is we have a little bit of give in your car. As you can see, the car will slide very smooth, but when you impact, there is give here, and that's part of the process of being able to take that impact. We know you guys are swinging, very hard swings at these tees, and we know they're going to take quite a beating. So again, it's another level of absorption. So some of the force gets absorbed on the heavy impact nylon. Some of the force gets absorbed on where it's loose right here, and then the rest of the force gets absorbed on the L-arms. This will allow this product to stay together and keep working for year after year after year. case you're worried about this thing breaking, SweetSpot Tees. This is gonna last you a lifetime.